Okay guys, what's up? This is To Sanity and this is a Magplar PvP build. This is high risk, high reward. Let me just show you kind of like the full potential with the Balorg, obviously. You guys know me. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go boom, like that. Oh, if we can show you the stats in time. Well, we couldn't show you in time, but it's 6,200 spell damage, 16k penetration. It's pretty good stats. Let me show you the buff stats on the back bar here. For the resistances. Resistances not that bad, okay? But we go to the front bar. In the front bar, 46% critical rating, and that goes up. And then 6,200 spell damage, okay? 2,000 mag recovery, and this is a little bit harder of a build because we're going to be doing some heavy attacks with the resto because we're off balancing people, stunning them with the topple charge. Health is good, mag is good, everything is looking good. The penetration, everything looking solid. Okay, the resistances, don't worry about the resistances too much because we're using a lot of speed, a lot of block, and the CP is going to cover some really cool and interesting things. So let's move on. Let's go to the sets. Okay, so here's the set. The first set: Sack Heal Champions Battle Axe. Sack Heal. Okay, uh, max mag, max stam, right? And whenever I use an ultimate, like I use my crescent sweep, which is really cheap, uh, I get 20% increased critical damage done. It is super, super strong, and it goes good with my Balorg. And it's quick, and that's okay. I'm not trying to get the full potential. It'll be alright, okay? Let's keep on going. The back bar is supposed to be critical riposte back bar, but I just had this, and this is fine for now, because the survivability's okay. It's decent. But you want critical riposte back bar defending. Okay. These are the poisons I'm using. This is going to reduce my damage taken, more survivability, 10%, but it's also going to increase by 13, 14. That's going to make my critical rating go above 50%. Okay, that's going to make me just do nothing but crit. It's like as if I'm wearing like old school mechanical acuity, but I'm not, and I'm getting a full bonus set. You know what I mean? So it's super, super strong. Then we got our Balorg, of course. Got light armor, a heavy sack heal. So I put the sack heal on the chest and in the legs because it's heavy. Got a medium here. That's going to help with the crit damage a little bit. But I want penetration from the light as well as recovery. And then we got War Maiden. Okay, War Maiden's going to be the other damage set. War Maiden is just insane. That's what is that? 607. It's like, I think when you have everything golded out, I think it's like 730 or something. 730 spell damage. Really good, but it's giving us crit as well. So we got crit there. Sack heal is not giving us crit, but we're getting crit from other places. The jewelry, I just got whatever. I was wearing green and stuff, and I was just hitting 16, 17k crescent sweeps. It's broken. This is way too broken. So go War Maiden, all spell damage glyphs. If you're not really that adept, definitely go with the recovery glyph because the recovery is a little bit more on the tough side. But for me, it's not an issue because I'm topple charging people like nonstop. And as soon as I do that, I go to my resto bar. I do a heavy attack. I get my full bar back, so it's not a big deal. But if you're worried, I don't know. I like the damage because this makes sure that I just get everything I need to wipe everybody I come in contact with. Um, so all damage on the jewelry. I kind of mixed and matched, did what I could to get both the sets. Okay, but you need to make sure you have the five piece sack heal on the front bar. That way you get the bonus when you hit your ult for your crescent sweep. So that's it. Balorg, sack heal, and War Maidens. Okay, but don't stop there. Okay, don't leave yet, because it gets insane what I do. Trust me, it gets insane. Look at my Mundus. My Mundus is the thief. That's almost 2,000. I'm not going to say that much, but it's almost 1,700 weapon and spell critical rating. That's what gets me into, with the poison on the back bar, gets me over 50% critical rating. That way, that 20% major courage, the 20% major force, oh man, dude, it makes everything just unsurvivable. I've been hitting like 13k purifying lights. Okay, and then the food is increased magic 4600, and then magic recovery for 459. The ghastly eyeballs, really good. And I'm just putting a bunch of points into health to even it out, so it gives me 28k health. Don't look at the stats too much right now. It isn't really buffed up, so don't let it put you off. Okay, so now moving on, let's go to the skills really quick. My front bar, since I'm just doing 3 damage sets, all damage, crit Mundus, everything is just full send. So we went ahead and put revealing flare on the front bar. You can get the morph of this, it doesn't even matter. I just have it for the 10%, right? Let me get away from this guy. He's mad that I'm in his space. Run away. See, the speed is really good. So don't get run down. Don't try to brawl. Get your damage, blast, 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 and then kite, kite, kite. I don't care if they think you're scared. It doesn't matter. Kite. Use your speed, because you got 3 damage sets, so you're gonna blast them. Let's go back into the skills real quick. Okay, so we have the revealing flare. That's gonna allow us to have major and minor protection. That's 15% while we're jabbing, because the jabs gives you the protection as well. If I'm not mistaken, it should still. Purifying light. Like I said, this thing has like a 7k buffed up, has like a 7k tooltip, and for some reason, I'll sit there and hit like a 10k crescent sweep on someone, and for some reason a 13k purifying light. It's wild. But yeah, so definitely run it, plus the heal. Solar Barrage, that's also AoE that I'm boosting with my CP, okay? That's what's putting on that extra pressure that they can't purge, okay? Topple Charge, that's going to be setting them off balance non-stop, constantly setting them off balance. Every 12 seconds when you do it, you'll be able to do a heavy attack with your resto and get freaking a full bar mag if you're low for any reason. Okay, puncture sweep, that's your main DPS, and then your crescent sweep, boom. It only says 9k, like only 9k tooltip, but for some reason this mug hits. It'll hit like a group of like good, like decent guys. I'll hit them for like 16, 17k on the crescent sweep. Some of the really good Xers I'm hitting between like 10 and 13k on the crescent sweep. Okay, so back bar. We got Race Against Time. This is our speed. And remember, we're building into that crit, so we're multiplying that crit. 10% on the critical damage. Now, I did have the Shadow Mundus, and it was really nice damage, but I wasn't critting as much on the jabs. I was like, man, what is that sweet spot? I used the Thief Mundus. That was the good spot to sit at. This is going to make every one of those jabs sometimes hit for like 2 to 3k a piece. And that right there stacked up with the purifying light, it's making people pop. Okay, rapid regen, really good heal over time. Onto the dead, which is your burst heal. Restoring focus. This is a little interesting. I didn't go with the mag version. I went with the stamina version to cut back on sustain as well. You know what I mean? But also because it gives you twice as much healing per second, and then I get stand back so that I can block more. I can sit there and block, break free and roll dodge. You're going to see, trust me. Ritual Retribution. This is more damage. This is damage over time in an AoE that's boosted by my CP. As well as it is a purge, but I want it to be a damage first. I want it to be damage first, and then if I need to be a purge, let it be a purge. So when they try to storm in on me, this really kind of protects me. Then we got Light's Champion. Now you can also run Remembrance. When you put this on the bar, you're going to get it faster, I believe. I think it's cheaper than the other one. The other one's better, but this right here is going to give you major protection on the back bar while you're healing and everything. But it activates 33,000 physical and spell resistance while you're doing it. It can help you survive. That's an option for you to do if you want to do it. So that's that. So your survivability is in, your survivability is in your speed. Speed, you're healing, you can hold block, right? So let's get into the champion points. This is where it gets really good. I really hope you guys stick around and see the champion points so you understand how this build works. You're going to shit bricks. 4 damage bubbles. Okay? First things first, my healing and my critical damage. That's a multiplier, 10%. Okay? I got my AoE and my direct damage. That's for the crescent sweep. Remember, I'm using a 2H 2H axe or whatever, because it increases my critical damage by 12%, and it's precise, so I can have more critical rating. And then when I do a fully charged heavy attack with a two-handed weapon, I get 10% increased direct damage for that crescent sweep, as well as this. That's 20% altogether. Okay, so then we got increase your damage done with area of effect attacks. Well, I just said that, my bad. Okay, so boom, boom. And now here's the thing. You'd think, oh my god, why would you do a direct damage or some kind of low mitigation? It's not necessary, I swear. Because when you have so much damage and you just go full send, people turn their, everyone, I don't care who you are, everybody does it. They all turn their back on me. They turn their back and try to break a distance. They try to break the gap. Or they try to get distance, and it just doesn't work, because the second they turn their back, I just melt them 15% more. Or you sit there and topple charge them, and you just sidestep off the side of them, hit them with that crescent sweep. This is a go. That is 100% a go. Okay? So 4 damage bubbles, and you better roll dodge. I was even using this. This is good too. I tried it. I really liked it, but I wanted more damage. So 4 damage bubbles it is. Okay, so here we go. This is interesting. Ready? So I want recovery, just okay recovery. Remember, I have my resto heavy attacks. I'm not really worried about recovery too much. I just want to give myself a nice little bit. We have 2,000 recovery, so that's fine. This is slippery. So non-stop, if for any reason they stun me or try to turn the tides on me, I automatically break free. Then when I automatically break free, I roll dodge. So I break free and then I roll dodge out of the way. Both the break free and the roll dodge, both of those cost me 0 stamina. The stam sustain is so damn good on this build that sometimes I'll sit there and just block mitigate, because I can just stand there and block mitigate. It's insane. Okay, so we go right here. I put all these points in there. I want to have that, because I don't have too much going on with like survival instincts. I just put some points in there. Okay, and then I went with speed. Okay, because speed with race against time, removals, moving fast, roll dodging, which is free every like 10 seconds because of my passives. It's super sustained. You just roll dodging on a mag character like crazy. These are just for when I'm blocking. That's it right there. So those are the bubbles. Rejuvenation, automatic break free every 21 seconds, right? And then roll dodge is free every 30 seconds. Okay, so it's like 21 seconds and then 30 seconds. It's still really good though. It's insane, because most of the time I'm on the offensive. Okay, so all that is good. It's set. It's done. The green doesn't matter that much, right? Just add a combat movement speed so that you can quickly come in and quickly leave when you kill the person. Because just like the same way that some of those things, like some of those buffs don't stay on you, and so you lose that recovery, the same way, like you can be like close to combat, think you're in combat, and you're actually out, and you'll start moving really fast. It's really good. The rest don't really matter. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's all damage. Everything is absolute all damage. So it's full send. So whenever I come up to someone or I find somebody, like let's go. There's nothing really over here, but whenever you find something, you want to get your healing going, right? And you want to boom, hit your race against time. Pop your potion, because that's where your savagery and your spell damage comes from, right? And you want to hit your soul barrage, then you hit your purifying light on them to get it started, and then you topple in, do your damage. Okay, but whenever you topple in, you're gonna do a fully charged heavy attack, crescent sweep, jab, 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 and then you can even roll dodge. Since you're a little bit squishy, you can even like boom, roll dodge, and then the purifying light will sit there and just bam, just eat them up for like 13k. I caught a dude earlier like that. He was really good, and like I just roll dodged, moved out of the way, and he kind of turned towards me like I got him on the run, and then boom, 13k purifying light, just boom, cut him off. So yeah, super damage build. Remember, all damage glyphs, crit Mundus, and just war maidens for the all the damage, sack heal to give you all that 20% critical damage done, and you doing nothing but crit. Everything is crit damage. That's the build. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless of my own work, do not expect yourself to be tanky or in that sense. You can be quick and you can avoid being killed. You can do it. It's no problem. I've been having fun. I've been feeling more tankier than being like on a squat and pariah build. I feel like tankier because I'm just getting out of the way, healing, blocking, and just killing them ultra fucking fast. So that's the build. I hope you stuck around. I hope you got all the details. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. If you're just seeing this, I do all kinds of crazy builds. I pump them out a lot, so make sure you subscribe. One last thing, I am Breton. So, Breton, eyeball food, spell pots, a lot of crit, a lot of damage, full send. Get at it. See y'all later.